Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the cryptocurrencies. So April has started, and as you could see, market now is keep flirting with the actual resistance that we talked previously. It's 30% 28 area yearly pivot point, but for us it's more important to flirting with the MACD predictor. So downside action and appearing of the grubber or something of that sort on the downside truly could put the significant foundation, important foundation for a possible action back to our target. And we talked about here, it's around 12 even. And said many things depends on what happens and what will happen around this area. So as market confidently move above it and hold above the 30 even area, it definitely will be the road to the next resistance, 36, 38. 618 level, and you can see pivot resistance one. Failure to hold above the 30 and drop back, well, it's probably tells us that this is just a short-term pullback, mostly is driven by the cash flows out from the banks on the deposits, and just people are grabbing out and putting in some other assets, including cryptocurrencies. On the weekly chart, mostly everything stands the same, so you can see recent week was relatively in a small range as the week before as well, so market is consolidating around this level. So potentially it could be treated as a bullish sign, but as you know, you have seen a lot of times that the bullish performance based on this consolidation not often, not always leads to real upward breakout. So very often it might be some sign of the bullish dynamic pressure in market after some spike, return right back down immediately. So just completion some target on grabbing stops or something that sort. And we still yet to see what will happen. Why I'm speaking about the possible short-term action is mostly because market keeps untouched our predefined and major target based on these head and shoulders. If you take a look at the daily chart, you will see that market is forming widening consolidation, but OP is 2940 has not been tested yet. This is major ABCD pattern, and that is the major OP. So it means that with a high degree of the probability, we could say that before any action will happen, either market will stubbornly stand above the 30 and keep chance on further upward action, or it will be just washing, for instance, market will reverse down, but the OP probably should be reached. By the indirect signs, we see that mostly context stands bullish because the CD leg acceleration is really fast, and if we wouldn't take into consideration the background that it might be some, as I said, cash redistribution out of the banks, if we would just take the picture and do not know in everything else that stands behind, based on the technical picture, I would say yes, there's a really good chance to proceed high to the XOP, just because the CD leg shows really fast acceleration. Whether it will happen so or not, we will see. But currently, at this point, we're watching for OP target will be hit. So from that standpoint, on the 4-hour time frame chart, that is our consolidation that we talked about. And last time we said wait for some pullback down to the lower border maybe of the consolidation or some predefined support areas where you could consider taking the long position with the stop somewhere below this area. Because market hasn't completed major targets, market still has chances to show the upward action. Here is also we have the secondary ABCD pattern. It is smaller on the 4 time frame chart. Its OP stands around 31. But this is not as important, so the OP on 2940 on the weekly and the daily chart is more important. This OP has not the same features as the pattern on the weekly and daily chart. I mean that market has to touch this level. So not necessary, but 2940, yes, it is more probable this will happen. And currently, actually inside of this consolidation, you could keep an eye on the possible catalyst to buy. So as you can see with this ABCD pullback, approximately around 2720, we have the clear AB equals CD pattern. where potentially, well, theoretically, maybe it might be reasonable to consider possible taking a long position, where market theoretically could reestablish the upward action. So currently, I do not see really absolutely clear bearish signs that we should probably forget about the upward actions. Bitcoin is definitely turning down. Consolidation here, as you can see, not really any strong action. We have some choppy fluctuations, and it's mostly reminds some consolidation under strong resistance. So from that standpoint, currently we don't have any clear reasons to suggest that bullish market is done here. So that's just thoughts that we have currently. So let's watch for possible fluctuation inside the range, and considering completion of the 2940 area right there. And then we will make the decision what to do next, because we need to see how market will complete this target, whether it will be just completion and fast drop down. This is one story, or completion and moving above it and holding above the 30 even area. That might be absolutely different conclusions that we could make.